Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
Unidentified. Intruder detected. Beginning search. Please all clear. This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol.
Yes.
You got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
Take care of yourself, dear.
Hey.
You need the sight? It's telling me Mentats will give us the right high for another insight into your destiny.
You need to stop using chems. I'm serious.
Bring this back up. I thought I told you. We need the sight, and the sight needs the chems.
I told you, no. You're going off this junk now. Or you're going to answer to me.
Bullying me ain't gonna change my mind. We're done talking about this for now. Hear me?
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
Once we got everything in place, we'll have to hook it all up to the same power grid. Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Busted. Don't have the key. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my God. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, Daddy's gone, but I'm here. Mommy's here now.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. Mommy's here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Damn it. Sean, open the door.
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit!
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
I don't believe you. There's no way any of this is true.
I wish there was something to say. I know this isn't what you wanted. but it's the only truth I can offer you.
It can't be true. It's all just... It's just too much.
I'm so sorry. I wish that things were different. I've shown you my trust. Your weapons haven't been confiscated, and I stand unarmed before you. Please, let's just talk.
I want out of this place. Now.
I had certainly hoped we could work together. But every man must make his own decisions. If you choose to leave, I cannot force you to stay. Understand, though, that I cannot allow you to remain within the Institute. You may have safe passage back to the relay, where you will be sent back to the surface. But from that point, you must be considered hostile. I am sorry. I must think first of the safety of the Institute. And in the cruel world that has developed, those who are not with us are against us. The elevator will return you to the relay.
told you Sanctuary would grow. The sight never lies.
General?
I've made my choice. The Institute is now our enemy.
We'd better discuss what to do about the Institute.
I don't think we have enough troops to go on the offensive. Yet.
I agree, General. And even if we were strong enough, we don't have any way to attack the Institute yet. Give Sturgis that data you swiped from the Institute. With any luck, he can find some way to get at him. In the meantime, we can focus on building up our strength while Sturgis is working his end. No half measures. This time, when we attack, we finish the job, once and for all. Apparently the castle's been trying to get you on the radio. Some kind of situation over there. Better go see what's going on.
I can't take all the credit.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Excuse me.
Ah, there you are. Finally. I've been waiting to talk to you.
Here I am. What did you need?
I'm Ronnie Shaw, Commonwealth Minutemen. At least I was. Back before Joe Becker got himself killed and the idiots took over.
You were a Minuteman.
What? You don't think an old broad like me can fight? I could kick your butt, princess.
Easy. I just didn't know there were any other Minutemen out there.
Yeah, I did take a pretty long vacation after Joe died. Not surprised you never heard of me.
I'd still like to hear what you came to talk to me about.
Heard you were trying to get the Minutemen back on their feet. Thought I'd come see the new general for myself. So what's your story? What makes you think anybody even wants the Minutemen back?
The Commonwealth needs the Minutemen. People are starting to realize that.
I've heard some good things. Wouldn't be here otherwise. Now that I'm here, I can see you really need my help.
We can always use more experienced soldiers.
Yeah, you're not kidding. But I had something more specific in mind. I'm probably the only... All of our best equipment was stored in there. Weapons... ammo, schematics, you name it. Come on, I'll show you. Ah, good. Looks like it might still be intact. Door's still sealed. Bastion hasn't collapsed. Trick now is finding a way in.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
I hope you have an idea.
Of course I do. If you can't go through, go around. Let's have a look at the northeast bastion. This was the general's quarters. Used to be a tunnel leading from here to the armory.
Voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Keep an ear for updates.
Let's get down there and see if there's still a way through. Pretty dark down here. We better watch our step.
Detected. Sentry bot. Designation. Sarge. Powering up.
Well, I'll be. I would have never guessed the Sarge would still be down here. Don't worry. It's one of ours.
Error. File corruption detected. Initiating defensive protocols.
Jiminy Cricket! He's on the fridge.
Analysis red. Weapons ready.
guarding the castle since, forever, as far as I know. Yeah, that was it. Ah, that explains. All the landmines. This is, well, was General McGann. He had your job back when I first joined up. Must have gotten trapped down here when that sea beast attacked the castle. He did manage to keep the armory secure. I'll give him that much. Guess the uniform is yours now, if you want it. So Geezer doesn't need it anymore. Hey. Rest in peace, General. Fight is done, and the Minutemen live on. There's no point in getting all sentimental about something that happened 40 years ago. Come on, we're almost through. Told you I'd get us in here. Now, let's see what kinds of goodies are left. Excellent. The armor is still intact. Everything we need, just waiting for us. You found the schematics for building artillery, right?
I have to admit, Ronnie, having artillery would help out quite a bit.
Oh, we used to rain down fire on Deathclaws and super mutants alike. It was a glorious thing. Looks like you've got everything we need. As soon as you get some artillery built, we'll do a test fire to calibrate it.
It's 8 a.m. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
So Crocker killed Earl Sterling. Can you figure that out? What? Trying to make us look bad?
Hey.
If you're looking to keep your load light, we can shoot the breeze about the old-fashioned pistol, or anything else you need.
Let's see what you got.
Feel free to test the grips.
swine!
You want?
Right
I
here.
ain't got time.
That's